friends, welcome back to this channel, and thank you for always watching my videos, liking and commenting. It has been so great to me. I love you guys and may God bless you. For those who are new here, my name is Gloria Kerubo. I'm a nurse by profession. I do videos on lifestyle, beauty, skincare, cooking, and spiritual nourishment. Today, I'm going to discuss a topic which most of you have reached into my inbox and asked me to do this video. And so today, I decided to do this video for you guys. It's all about drug addiction and how to recover from drug addiction. This is one of the topics that most of us we are not talking about, but it's something that is affecting our communities and also our families, and even back to to this country. You know, you see, if you have friends, maybe one of them is drinking. If you have a family, maybe one of them or two of them or three, or it depends, are abusing drugs. And when I talk about drugs or drug addiction, I don't only specify these drugs like banking, nicotine, heroin. Also alcohol, which people assume is so good for their bodies, is also part of the drugs which has been abused. According to the research which has been done in Kenya, it shows that among the youths, the most abused drugs are alcohol and cannabis sativa, which is banking. And so today I'm here to discuss, why this drug addiction, what is it causing, and why we should discuss it, and why we should help those people who are in it. When we talk about drug addiction, don't look at somebody and judge them. It doesn't come, when you take a drug, or when you take, for example, a bottle of alcohol, you want, for example, to feel, it gives you the pleasure, you feel you are on top of the world, you can talk to any person the way you feel, you can do anything. It basically gives you the courage. So one start with maybe one bottle or one bundle of bangi or one bundle of mirror. They take it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Down the line now, the brain notices there's something happening. It now shifts, and the moment it shifts now, it comes like this thing. Maybe, for example, you are taking one bottle of alcohol, and endless you'll need more of that one bottle for you to reach that pleasure. So you get somebody's taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bundle 1, 2, and things, and that when it reaches the threshold, or the rate at which your body needs it, it becomes more. Now it comes from being a liking or something, the body now is the body directing you that I want this. Even if you start, you want to avoid, you want to do this, your body demands that is what it needs. And that is how a person ends up to be an addict and dependent so much on this drug that they cannot function in any way. They cannot do anything unless they take this drug. There's some of the effects. Why I want to discuss this topic is because of the effects of drug addiction to us. For example, drug addiction causes impaired relationship or breaking of marriages, which you can see. For example, a young family can break because maybe one of the partners have ventured into those drug abuse or drinking, and the moment that person goes, maybe the money is he uses or she uses a lot of money in it, it ends up into causing a lot of conflicts in the families and breaking of marriages, and also children growing in an environment that is not worthy, dysfunctional families. It also leads to poor work and academic performance. If the person who is abusing the drug is he or she is primary, secondary, colleges and campuses, they get that they cannot study well or they cannot perform well because now this drug is hindering their performance, or this something they're taking is hindering their performance. For example, maybe they go for a party tonight, they do the party for them, and the next day in the morning they cannot go to class because the hangovers and everything. So these people end up missing classes, end up not attending classes, deferring and this. So that one hinders the performance of those people. And those who are going to work also, they start missing work, they start reporting to work so late, and this causes, the work performance to go. It causes health effects which has been very discussed and you see everywhere, such as cardiovascular and liver. It also causes mental effects like depression, anxiety, phobia, even suicidal thoughts. I was in the psychiatric clinic few weeks ago, and you can imagine people who are visiting there are the youths getting into depression, getting into those kinds of attacks because maybe or alcohol withdrawal, or because of these substances they are abusing. It also causes difficulty in maintaining personal hygiene. It can cause, if you take these things, maybe you are not eating well, it causes some people to lose weight. So you can note it by just looking at them. You see, like, this guy or this lady has lost a lot of weight. It also causes economic burden. How? To your family, to your parents, to that society, and also to at large the nation, also even the world. Why? Because if this person was the breadwinner, he started or she started, drinking, and at long last they are fired from job, meaning they won't be able to provide. Or those people who are energetic, have the skills to go and perform, they're not performing because of those drugs, and this causes the economically to go down. And what about, the money being spent? People spend a lot of money on these drugs. They buy them. They buy them with a lot of money. So what if that money was invested? That's why I feel that this is a topic we need to discuss, because it touches me, it touches you, it touches every person, because we are surrounded with those people. And for those, who are looking to recover from this, or you have a family member, or you have somebody, a friend, somebody who is so dear to you, and you want them to recover from this drug addiction, it is a process. Don't laugh at them, just pray for them. It is a process which needs that person to accept. If you are the one watching, if you are the person you are going to talk, you must make sure that you have to accept that I have a problem. I've been doing this, it is leading me to this, it has led to this, and now you see my life, I'm really depending on these drugs. So what that person, or in alcohol, let me talk about alcohol, because currently is the most abused drug in this country. So first thing you have to do, you have to accept that you have a problem, or you are addicted to something. Once you accept and you feel that you want to go to change, or you want to change, that is one of the most important part of it. You won't change, even if people take you to a rehab, even if somebody isn't ready, or she isn't ready, she get out of that place, same the way they went. So they have to start to accept they have a problem, and they need to do something about this. After accepting that you have a problem, go back and track back. Where did it start from? You can just remember where you started doing that, or how did you venture. If you ask one person or two people, the most answer they like, it's my friends introduced to me. But what if you were born, you were not drinking, and at some age of your life you went into drinking, or you went into abusing this drug? What happened? Is there something that drifted you? Is there something? Some of them tell you yes, maybe stress, maybe loss of a family member, maybe abuse, violence, loss of job, and those kind of things that I led. And currently, for example, in this corona season, it's when we are getting many people drifting into drugs to get comfort, because many people lost job from last year. Many people don't have income, and they feel that they can get their comfort from drinking or from taking those drugs. And so you just you go back and just examine yourself to get to know where it started from. After that, I was watching a video recently of a lady who is very famous. She was talking about the way she used to take alcohol. She could take it until, if she has not taken it, she was a nurse, she will start twitching. She cannot even operate without it. These kinds of boots ladies wear. She was explaining that she could take the sachets of alcohol. She was working in the US, so she could put the sachets in her boots. So the moment she feels like she takes drinks. So she became so dysfunctional. And the moment she started change, she had to think back or draw back what made her. And she realized the first time she went to drinking, it's because she had gone to rape and she got pregnant, and after getting pregnant she went to abort, and those mix and those trauma that caused into her life, she didn't want, to figure out or to think of those kind of things, so she pushed them out. So the moment she feels like, oh, this is stressing me, I have to take a little abort too. So the moment it went, and the brain, I've explained to you the way the brain works. So the brain went, you have the cravings, and at long last you find yourself, you have shifted into it. So you have to identify if it's somebody who made you her heart break. You have to take it back, forgive that person, forgive yourself, and pray for yourself so that you start from you. If it's a loss of a person, some people lose their loved ones, and because of that trauma into their lives, so it causes them to drift into something they feel that can give them pleasure, many things. So you have to backdate and say what thing that made you. The next thing is, now after you have backdated and known what caused you to go into drug, you have to decide to change. No person who will decide for you to change. Your person who will tell you to, even if they tell you, you have to be the one to decide to change. And the moment you decide, I want you to ask yourself these kind of questions. One, you have to, not questions, things you have to do. You keep track of your drug use and how much you spend on it and the time you spend on it. Consider things that are so important to you. Is family important to you? Your kids, your career, your pets, your health. When you consider that there are things so important into your life that you have to focus on, then it will give you a reason why you should stop drinking or you should stop abusing such a drug. And also another one is, maybe you ask yourself if there is something that is preventing you from changing. For example, some people will tell you that I want to change because my family want to know. I have a lot of friends who will not allow me. The moment I say I'm locking myself, they will just come for me, they will buy for me, so I can't manage. So you have to figure out for yourself what is hindering you from change. After taking this now, you take these steps. The first thing you do in your life, you have, after you have accepted your situation, you are not looking down upon you, you have accepted wherever you are, and you start the journey. And then you backdate and know the reason why you started abusing the drug and what drifted you to such drug. Then after that, you decide to change by asking yourself those kind of questions. And then after getting the answers to those, I have important things in this life I want to do. I have to build my life. I have to build my family. So you have reasons. Remind yourself each and every morning of the reasons why you want to change. Then think about it. Think about your past attempts. Maybe, for example, you attempted to stop, using the drug, but you weren't able. So you look and just figure it out. Yes, last time I tried this, but this one somehow worked for me and this one didn't work for me. So those things that didn't work for you, you put them aside, and those ones that worked for you, you start the journey with them. And then you set specific and measurable goals. Don't say like, today I'm going to stop taking this drug. No, my dear, it won't work that way. You have to set, maybe I will reduce by this. So by given month, because it's a journey, it won't be something sudden. It is a journey. And then after that, you remove reminders of your addictions from your home or your environment. For example, if you have bottles or you have some things suggesting, those pictures and all this, remove them so that, they cannot be reminding you. If it's all about your friends, so remove them, cut them. If it means you have to relocate where you live in, you can relocate for some time. So you want to start a new life. You don't want anything associated with what you are doing. So you have to shift completely. And then you can tell your friends or your family or somebody you are so confident you are confident about your change and what things you want. Those people can support you so much. And then after that, you can seek counseling to those people who can help you. Seeking counseling can help you so much because they will help you to identify the causes. They will help you to show you ways. They will discuss. They will link you to people who have, for example, who have undergone the same experience, and they will tell you the experiences they have passed through, and they will tell you the ways that made them to to overcome. And by the moment you have reached seeking counseling, going, also pray. Don't forget to pray for yourself, because God is the ultimate person who can help you to change most things in our lives you are not able to change. So after doing that, and for those, there are also treatment options that are available in our country that you can go and look for, and they can help you. You can start by detoxification, because by that moment those drugs are so much in your body. It needs some drugs to take some drugs so that they can detoxify your bodies and reduce the detoxification in your bodies. You can also do about counseling, the one I've been talking about, behavioral counseling, where you go, you'll be helped, you'll be connected. They can do individual counseling, group counseling, family counseling, and that can be helped. You can also go to rehab centers. You can get medication that will reduce the cravings, because there are those people who say, I cannot, I can feel, but I feel like even smoking, even if it's one sachet, that kinds of cravings you can't avoid. You can get those drugs that can help you to avoid such kind of cravings. And at long term follow-ups from those centers that can help you. And at long last, you are going to get out of this. Guys, this has been amazing topic. Share it to your friends. Share the video to your friends. Share to any person, because you want to change. As youths, we need to do it so that so that we can help one another. Please, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button below so